Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get started with our session, I wanted to take a moment first to thank our sponsor, which is Blinkist. Blinkist is an incredible resource of over 3,000 nonfiction books condensed into 15 minutes or about 15 minutes, of which you can read these yourself or choose the audio style so you can listen to it like you would a podcast. Blinkist already has over 14 million active users. And the first 100 people to use my link below in the description here will get unlimited access for a full week, of which you can cancel anytime. Should you decide to continue with the membership, you will receive 25% off. Blinkist now offers full-length audiobooks as well at up to 65% off. Personally, I love using Blinkist in the morning to be the first media that I consume as I get my day started. As I'm feeding the squirrels, as I'm checking on the lizard outside, as I'm getting breakfast ready for my son, my dog, myself. I love searching through the categories, and lately I've been leaning into the more plant and animal themed blinks. A few that I would recommend to you would be Losing Eden by Lucy Jones, A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson, and The Botany of Desire by Michael Pollan. I absolutely love using Blinkist. It's been so beneficial. I like to use it on my tablet personally because my phone grabs my attention in ways and drags me into social media for some reason more than my tablet does. So I just kind of set it up on the table or in the kitchen and start my day. So again, if you'd like to check out Blinkist, please use the link below to receive a full free week. Again, you can cancel anytime, and you'll be getting that 25% off membership should you decide to follow through with it. Thank you so much to Blinkist, and now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by luneinnate, and what we're doing today is a little cord cutting ceremony, and we're going to move over to a session as well, but I wanted to start with this. So, if there's anyone in your life that you would like to honor and release, and I don't mean release as if they fall off the face of the earth, and I don't mean release as if you want nothing to do with them either, but to respect each other's sovereignty, respect each other's, unique paths, unique lessons and experiences, and really honor and signify, communicate to your subconscious that, you are separate, you are individual. This life is a individual experience in a way, So we have 2 candles here, and we have them resting on 2 pieces of petrified wood. We're going to take some herbs. This is St. John's wort. For happiness and joy. And sprinkle this into our candles here. With the intention of honoring each unique path, what happiness might mean for each person. I also have some lavender for calm, comfort, peace. Some rose quartz chips. For self-love, compassion, non-judgment. You can work with this as well if you like to just simply shift the dynamic of a relationship and get a fresh start, a new paradigm in your relationship. I'm going to be using these incense matches here. And with the same match, light each. With intentions of perfect comfort and alignment, empowerment, respect. I'd love for you to just take a moment and honor both of these flames, both of the light within you and the person. Seeing them together, touching the stones, touching as well. Honoring the lessons you shared, the joys, the experiences, what you learned of yourself. That people come into our lives for a purpose and we into theirs. So we just want to honor that experience, the joining, what has taken place, that it is all divine in some way. But for whatever reason, it's time to either move on or to cut the dynamic and re-establish a new one, if that would feel more appropriate to you. Please have a look at these little flames here and set your own intention, because only you know what is best and how you'd like to work with this. If there was a friend, perhaps, that you had a breakup with, family members, an actual, breakup in the traditional sense as well. If you feel that for whatever reason this still lingers, it still festers, it's still a bit of a wound that you pick at and drains your energy a little bit, it's time to honor the separation, the release of these cords, the release of this present dynamic, the moving on of individuals with love, with honor, with appreciation and gratitude. And we're going to, at this point, separate the candles, forgive me, and separate the earth, the tree, the roots. And we're going to let these burn out as we perform a little cord cutting as well. Alright, so I hope you enjoy. We're just going to use this koshi chime, this water chime, and connect with flow, the river of life, the speed of different currents, the unique journey. To be empowered by this flow, this current, this way about the world, the experience. And whether we decide to float down this river, sail, jet ski, swim, build a vessel, how much we carry when we let go, and the beauty of it all, truly. the currents within you and your path. Your channels. Right, so we're going to use this sweet little Veracruz amethyst to access, just like focusing on the lavender color over here. Access those channels, those pathways of unconditional love, of acceptance, of understanding, clarity, honoring our unique journeys, callings, passions, timelines, and just channeling that love, that gratitude to fill us, empower us for the cord cutting. Prepare the auric field with some rosemary for clarity, for appreciating the emotions, not denying the emotions, but also detaching a little from the emotional reactions to the cause of separation or moving on or ending of a cycle in some way. Ask for clarity of the situation, the broader picture, the healing properties, of course, as well. The soothing, but just accessing the etheric field. Channeling through this clarity, this intention of clarity, this wave of appreciation and understanding. We're all just doing our best. Even when we think other people should be trying harder or doing something different, we're all doing what's right for us. We have to trust that. Clarity for forgiveness, release, non-judgment, non-criticism, and not of you either. We let go. We make space. We reclaim our energy, yes, but we make space for new experiences. More focus on self, development, healing, studies and skills. There are some things we need to do, I don't want to say on our own, but in our own way or without certain influences or distractions. And I don't mean to be cruel when I say that. I'm just using words to the best of my ability here. Please listen with your heart. I feel a lot in the third eye area, so that's where we're going to be extracting the cords today. They can really kind of form primarily in the sacral, but anywhere really, in a sense, they show up in different areas. For me, I'm feeling like a lot of us are replaying an experience, or we're kind of going on this loop of images or memories. So we'll cut the cords from that perspective with intentions to release them from wherever they may be. To fill our minds with gratitude for the experiences shared, as well as our own unique strengths and appreciation of our strengths and calling and goals and desires and dreams. Alright, so we're going to use this puzzle. I always forget the proper name for these. If you know it and you'd like to leave it in the comments, I would appreciate that. But I know it is like a relative of this squid or octopus. So we're going to just make little slices. This is very pointed, but it's very dull. So we're just going to make little slices here in the kind of third eye, but intending to access wherever that might be. Wherever those cords might be is what I mean. Reach in and pull this cord, and it could be simply looked at as the dynamic, the point that is draining your energy, what is dead, what is non-vibrant, non-vital, and pulling these cords and releasing. Pull so gently. New cords can form, of course, so be mindful, give yourself some time before you reform them if you're able. Try not to be too emotional. Rosemary is helpful. Just try to be still, neutral. fill in, replace these points, these holes, these little wounds, our tender spots, with gratitude, with love, with respect, with honor, dignity on both sides or all sides, appreciation for the unique path of the individual, invitations of growth, personal development, healing. Noticing how strong you are, how okay you are, how solid. And what opportunities come forward when changes are made. Just, it's okay. It's part of it. It's all part of it. If you're using this for the relationship to the old self in some way, that's cool too. We can still use these themes. We can still use these same themes. Soothe and smooth, mending the auric bone back together, smooth and empower. We're gonna fluff it out. To me. I hope you enjoyed this little ceremony and session to support you during this time, particularly as the new year. Well, as I'm creating this, it's pretty much mid-December. So of course our calendar year is changing. We're moving into a different age. And it's a great time for really reflecting and letting go and clearing space with honor and love to all of the experiences. Of course, I don't mean it in a I'm done with you kind of way necessarily, but respect, even the worst relationships taught us something or showed us something, or we gained something from that. I have to believe that, and I've experienced that. So I hope that this served you. Thank you so much. Those of you in the Patreon community, you have changed my life. I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much. Those of you who I've been blessed to work with, you have also changed my life. Thank you so much. And everyone here supporting this channel and just vibing out on these weird videos. Like, you've also changed my life. Thank you so much. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine within you, within me, to this cool energy shed that we can vibe out on. And I just have so much honor and love and respect for you. With all the love in the world, thank you and namaste.